why do horses prefer apples or carrots? And why I did this is because, one, I've been riding for about a year and I'm completely obsessed. And also because people around the barn are always asking, like, what do you think so-and-so prefers out of the treats? Because they're, after riding lessons, we can give the horse we ride treats. So I also wanted to find out because for horses they're particularly hard to give orally transferred medicine to because they have like a very strong sense of smell and taste. So it's nearly impossible to get them to eat the pills without them noticing. So I thought that it would be apples because apples are generally, they taste sweeter than carrots usually. And scientists recently did an experiment in Britain where it was at a famous stable or barn, and it was what flavor horses most preferred. And so they flavored oats, and then they timed how long it took each horse to eat it. And so they ranked fenugreek, banana, cherry, rosemary, cumin, carrot, peppermint, and then oregano. So the second and third place were some sweet fruit. So I'm like, okay, I'm testing a sweet fruit, and that's apples, so that's most likely going to be what it was. But I did 10 horses and 10 trials each, and I ended up with exactly 50 carrots and 50 apples. So at first that was a bit dismaying, and then I realized that it could probably be from comfort foods or often desired flavors that were developed as foals, because that's what usually affects humans' preferences, is their preferences earlier in life in the availability. Like, I've been asking all of the judges what their favorite food was, and all of them have been from their childhood. That's just further proving my point about why it would be so balanced or so unbalanced. Like Cody, he chose 10 carrots, and then he had sniffed an apple, so I didn't want his scent to contaminate data. So I tried to give him the piece of apple that he had sniffed, and he looked at it, looked at me again, looked at it again, me again, snorted in my face, turned around, and walked away. So apparently he hates apples, or just really likes carrots. He's like, what did you do with the good stuff? So that was my experiment, and over time I hope that I will be able to test it throughout the lifetime of a horse by adopting a foal and feeding it as a treat an apple, like pieces of apple for like the first few months of its life, and then never again. Then just like pieces of carrots for treats for like 2 or 3 years, and then testing it to see if it preferred the one that it was used to or the one that it had gotten when it was a foal, because that could either disprove or prove my theory.